Secretary Remulla to please proceed to your designated seat in the middle, and for Judge Reyes to please proceed first to the holding area. Thank you, Judge. Your Honors, the first candidate to be interviewed this morning is the Honorable Secretary of Justice Jesus Crispin C. Remulla. The first to interview Secretary Remulla is the Honorable Attorney Jose V. Mejia.
Thank you, Attorney Cuevas. Good morning, Secretary Remulla.
Good morning, sir.
I understand you were asked in advance to submit your actions and plans should you be appointed as Ombudsman. No? Can you please give us the highlights of those action plans that you have submitted?
Well, the most important probably is immediate. There's the immediate plans and there's the long-term plans. Well, the plans would really depend on how we view the position. And one thing that I intend to do is to do away with the Ombudsman as the office of the Ombudsman used as a weapon against people. I think that too much politics goes on in the office of the Ombudsman. Too many cases filed in partisan politics, which some meritorious and some may not be meritorious. And I think that we have to do away with many of these that are really meant there to harass people. So the weaponization of the position should not happen and should not be countenanced. Number two, well, we have to have a system to get rid of the backlogs that are pending there, because many people cannot get a clearance for some reason, and some cases are pending for the past 3 years. And I think it's unfair for people to be left holding the bag for something that is maybe a problem with efficiency. And well, as far as the investigations are concerned, then we have to go all out on the investigating many of these, or all those who may have violated the law, investigate it motu proprio, or on complaint of other people. I think that we just have to hit the road running. That's what we have to do here, because if you think about it, the deadline is always yesterday.
Okay, thank you. Secretary, in a recent Philippine Star news article, it was reported that a particular advocacy group wants an ombudsman who is competent, fiercely independent, with unquestionable integrity. Do you think you fit these attributes?
I do. I think that my independence, my track record will speak for itself. For the past 38 years as a lawyer, 37 years as a lawyer, as a legislator, as a staffer, assistant secretary at the PMS, as a governor of Cavite. I think that I have been fiercely independent with my decisions, and always keeping in regard the legal principles and the interests of the people.
Secretary, arguably, you're one of the most awaited applicants to be interviewed today, no? And I've been receiving text messages at tingin ko po parang hati yung comment nila sa inyo. Mayroong nag-text sa akin, sabi niya, sana pa-consider si Secretary Remulla, sana lang ang pag-asa natin, no, upang magkaroon ng genuine fight against graft and corruption. Meron naman nagsasabi, mamumuliti ka lang, etc. Ito po ay streamlined later, no, to the public, no. Can you please give your statement and convince the public that you are the best choice for this position?
I've been in politics, elective politics, since 2004, or probably December 2003, when I started campaigning. Although I was a provincial board member, I was appointed as a provincial board member when there was a vacancy in our district, and my father had a stroke. So I had to carry the cudgels for him, at least with the people in the capital. And you'll see that there and then, I refused to run in the 1995 elections because I had other things to do. I had my law practice. I had my investments to take care of at that time, and I had a growing family. I had 5 children already at that time, and that politics did not become the main preoccupation of my life. I ran for Congress in 2003 and was elected in 2004, meaning to say I filed my candidacy in 2003. And I stayed in Congress and only stayed in one committee for the 3 terms that I was there. I was in the Rules Committee. Although I became Deputy Speaker, which is technically still a part of the Rules Committee, during my 3rd term in office as Congressman. Politics has always been a part of life for us because my father was a governor and he was a politician, but he was an outstanding lawyer during his time. But it was not, politics did not become the be-all and end-all of my life. Before politics, I dabbled in so many other things that I think would be significant in the way I am now, right now. I was formed as a person not because of politics, but politics became me later on. I became involved in politics, and as usual, I'm very passionate with what I do. So it should not be a worry because politics is temporary. All these political ties are temporary. The more important thing, I believe, is national interest. And it is in the interest of the Filipino people that somebody with a vision, leadership, and courage go on and take this job so that we can settle many matters in our country and put it in the proper direction.
Were you convinced by his answer to the
Thank you.
question,
That was my final
can you
question,
convince the
Secretary,
public
and
that
I
you
wish
are
you
the
good
best
Thank you.
choice for this
Thank you, Attorney
position?
Cuevas.
Thank you, Attorney
Please share your
Mejia.
thoughts below.
Our next
We
interviewer
must
is
remember that the
Honorable
office of the
Justice Erlinda
Ombudsman is not
Pinera
just
Uy.
any
Thank
post.
you, Attorney Cuevas.
It is a
Good
position
morning,
specifically
Secretary
provided
Remulla.
by the 1987
Good morning, ma'am.
Constitution
As the current
under Section
Secretary of
5,
Justice,
Article
what
11.
inspired you to
This
pursue
makes
the
it all
role
the
of
more vital that the
Ombudsman
person
at this
appointed
point
is not
of
only
your career?
qualified,
And
but
how
truly
how
deserving, with
does this
integrity
transition
beyond
contribute to your
question,
vision
to
for
safeguard
public
accountability
service?
and public trust.
I think that
That's a wrap for today's Star Treks
the
and Trends
impunity
of
of corruption
Time.
in our system
Remember,
now
every trend tells a
is
story,
an
and
emergency
every
situation
story
already.
has the power to
And it
spark
really needs a
change.
leader to
Don't forget to
put
like,
everything
share,
together for the
and drop
country.
your thoughts in the
And,
comments. See you in
it
the
is
next
only
one.
through the Office of the Ombudsman, designed by the framers of the Constitution, that graft and corruption can be curtailed and even prevented, which is the better part of the job. Prevention is probably a better medicine for our system than the cure of having to put people in jail. But just the same, we will have to prosecute people to show the example that no deed will go unpunished. And the most important part of it would be being able to gather the proper evidence to support the case. Without any evidence, any case will rise and fall. With evidence, a case will prosper. So that's the most important part of it.
How do you define moral courage in public office? And if appointed, how would you best demonstrate your moral courage and independence from political influence?
I think that my experience in politics and my experience in public service would show that I've had and I have the moral courage to do what is right. Probably the number one is I'm the eldest son of my father, and I found the moral courage not to run for office in 1995, and I only ran for office in 2004. I think that this fierce independence from even my father defined my character. And when I was appointed as Assistant Secretary of the PMS, I became an assistant to the President, President Estrada then. And when he was being removed from office, I wrote his last letter based on the Constitution, Article 7, Section 11, giving a leave of absence so that he would step down for a moment so that the Vice President can be the acting President.
Were you convinced by his answer to the question, can you convince the public that you are the best choice for this position? Please share your thoughts below. we must remember that the office of the Ombudsman is not just any post. It is a position specifically provided by the 1987 Constitution under Section 5, Article 11. This makes it all the more vital that the person appointed is not only qualified, but truly deserving, with integrity beyond question, to safeguard accountability and public trust. That's a wrap for today's Star Tracks and Trends of Time. Remember, every trend tells a story, and every story has the power to spark change. Don't forget to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one!